We love when a plan comes together. This is one of those rare days where I fire up the camera and it actually looks pretty decently centered, so I don't have to mess with it. Anyway, this is This Old Doom. As alluded to on a previous episode, today's map is MAP17 Compound from the Plutonia Experiment, which itself is the second half of Final Doom. This is the beginning of the second half of Final Doom, actually, MAP17. So, Compound, kind of a generic name, but lends itself to a lot of possibilities. Hopefully one of them is a multi-purpose establishment that's easy to sell and easy to do some stuff with. First problem, toxic goo. All right. So we kind of begin right here. We hit a switch which kind of raises the toxic waste level, kind of like the water temple in Zelda. Ocarina of Time. They're remaking that. I think that's a pretty bold decision, by the way. It's gonna prompt a lot of people to buy a Switch 2. I mean, I get why they're doing it, but I don't think that's a remake that you just go in and do blindly. Many people consider that, and critics, many critics and people, and most critics are people. We haven't had AI critics yet that I'm aware of. Would consider that the best game of all time. I would not say it's my favorite game of all time. Is it the best game of all time? It's certainly up there. But again, these are just my opinions, so what does it matter? Okay, so as you can see right now, I'm just kind of grabbing all these items because I don't know if can we actually get up there? I don't know. If we can, we don't have the method to do it now. So let's just continue on, shall we? Let's see. It looks like we have some viewports here into where the yellow key is. We're not going there yet. We can see there's a soul sphere up ahead. We're going to want that guy at some point, but I think where we actually need to go is we need to jump on... Oh, wait, what did that do? Oh, hold on, that lowers something. We can get in here. Okay, we see a lot of barrels, which of course, as I've said many, many times, I don't need to explain again for those of you who are here often, but if you're just joining us, the mod that we are using that calculates market value at the bottom also counts barrels as weapons, among some other weird quirks that it does. So when you see me shoot a bunch of barrels with glee and see a number go up, that's why. Okay, maybe we do need to come back here first. Let's hop on here as we have been doing and use our momentum to propel us across into this slightly elevated windowed corridor. See a rocket launcher. We love that. We're looking for 2 secrets, so let's keep our eyes peeled for anything unusual. It is nice to see some more traditional enemy sets. We've been dealing a lot with Revenants, Archviles, and Arachnotrons for as long as I can remember now. And of course, there's a couple Mancubuses to prove me wrong. Red key captured. We know where that takes us to next. Okay, so the yellow key is what we're going to need for the exit, because that's clearly the exit. Go back out here. And it looks like we have an opportunity to open the red door, so let's do so. Nice view into a even larger toxic waste pool. Almost moat-like in its creation. Moats are another thing I feel like, and just even castle and fortress vibes in general are really a big component of some of these later Final Doom levels, I feel like. which, if you're going for a classic medieval style, then the Plutonia Experiment seems to have quite a bit up your alley. They also have a lot of teleporters and enemies who have the sentience to teleport in on their own. Luckily, we've killed every enemy in the level just like that. I will say a lot of these seem to start out, and I know I'm playing on God mode, which is, again, this isn't a strategy guide here, but a lot of these maps I feel start off very, very intimidating. And then all the enemies come at us at once, and we find out that they're actually pretty straightforward. They're not too bad. But we are missing, somehow we're missing like 80 items and 2 secrets. So I imagine we're going to see like a lot of like armor bonuses, health potions, if and when we find these secrets. Clearly there's a way to go outside, so we're interested in that. Oh, I do see some stuff over here. Let's go grab these items. We need a yellow key to activate this object. That is probably what's going to lower the barricade around the exit. I had to guess. Might do something else entirely. I don't know. Looking at the map for clues. I don't necessarily like to just no-clip out of bounds immediately, but I will do it if I'm having a hard time finding out where we need to go. Was the yellow door this way? I don't want to take it yet necessarily. I want to see what's going on, but we are missing a ton of items. Yeah, okay, see, look, it's already set up. Wow. Okay. Oh, there's a secret. Okay, we got one of them right there. Interesting. A hidden wall. We're still looking for ways to get up there. $82 of 125 now. So a lot of those bonuses were stacked on top of one another. This is something that I see more and more. That's not really a complaint, just an observation, by the way. So I would think that we go all the way around. How do we get to this point? There's clearly a little area here. We would go up. Grab that. All right. That takes care of the soul sphere portion. I still don't know how we're supposed to get up to these things. Just jump on top of them for now because I don't know how. These are not our secrets anyway. We're still looking for one. Let's fire the map up. Okay. I see potentially something. Let's investigate. And by investigating, we need to go back, I think this way. Yes. All right. Down this this gray hallway. Another secret is revealed. And this leads us outside. Oh, very cool. Okay, and there's our giant portfolio of items. See if there's any on this side. Yep, a bunch of rockets. I bet this is like a crazy multiplayer level. We're still missing an item. God, that could be anywhere. But we found our secret, so let's go ahead and no clip Well, let's see where the teleporter takes us first. Maybe it'll take us right there. It just takes us back to where we were. That's fine. Let's do a little exploration really quickly and see what we missed. Probably something super obvious. Don't even know how much it's going to really affect our total at this point, but we like to check. Let's see, did we miss anything in between the cracks here? That seems like it would be a good place. I'm going to fire up the map again. We'll look for items. This could really be anywhere. Anywhere there's a green triangle, there's a potential for an item. It's some type of sprite, some type of thing, rather. And I would think... Usually I look at ones that are kind of like facing pretty straight, like not at like a diagonal angle. Because usually that means they're placed there deliberately. I don't know how easy this is going to be to find, to be honest. It's right there. Didn't really affect the bottom line too much, but good to know that we found it. Okay, so there is our compound map. I gotta say, I expected more compoundness. If that's makes sense. I expected more craziness, but 1.5 million. This, of course, was made by Casali and Company builders. As we've seen on pretty much every map, I think, on the Plutonia Experiment thus far. We'll continue on through the second half of this journey, so please join us again. Many more exciting properties to come here on the channel and on the show. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time.